In the heart of Europe, under the Iberian sun, a quiet but powerful transformation is taking place. Her name is Leonor de Borbón y Ortiz, the Crown Princess of Spain, and she stands at the intersection of tradition and modernity. Born into one of Europe's most scrutinized royal families, this young woman is not just a symbol of continuity but a beacon of hope for a nation rethinking its future. With grace that defies her age and a growing sense of duty, Leonor is no longer the child in her parents' shadow. She is now the heir apparent, and the world is watching. Princess Leonor is not your ordinary teenager. From the moment she was born on October 31, 2005, her life has been mapped out in ceremonial protocol, monarchical responsibility, and relentless public scrutiny. As the eldest daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, Leonor was born into a Spain already grappling with political turbulence, economic shifts, and calls for republican reform. In many ways, she inherited more than a title, she inherited a national identity in flux. Her public journey began cautiously. The Spanish royal family, especially Queen Letizia, a former journalist, fiercely protected her privacy. Leonor's early childhood was quiet, carefully shielded from the media storm that often surrounded her parents. But as she grew older, so too did the expectations. The monarchy, once rocked by scandal during the reign of her grandfather King Juan Carlos I, needed reinvention. And Leonor, graceful and well-spoken, seemed destined to be that fresh face. By the time she was a teenager, Leonor had already begun representing Spain on international stages. Fluent in English, Spanish, Catalan, and even learning Arabic, she became the embodiment of a modern royal, educated, eloquent, and entirely aware of the delicate line she must walk between power and propriety. But it was in October 2023, on her 18th birthday, that the world truly took notice. Dressed in an elegant suit that echoed her father's military uniforms, Leonor took the oath of allegiance to the Spanish Constitution in a televised ceremony that captivated the nation. Millions of Spaniards watched as she promised to serve with loyalty and fidelity. Her voice was steady, her demeanor calm, and her eyes determined. It was more than symbolic. It was Spain's way of declaring, "We are placing our future in your hands." That moment was the culmination of years of preparation. Long before she took the oath, Leonor had been trained in the ways of monarchy. Her time at UWC Atlantic College in Wales, the so-called hippie Hogwarts, allowed her to experience multiculturalism and social engagement outside the royal bubble. There, she lived in a dormitory with students from across the globe, sharing meals, attending rigorous classes, and participating in community service. It was a stark contrast to the marble corridors of Zarzuela Palace, but it was vital. Observers saw a transformation. The shy, soft-spoken girl who once hesitated in front of cameras was now confidently delivering speeches in several languages. Her address at the Princess of Asturias Awards became an annual highlight. Standing beside Nobel laureates, intellectuals, and artists, Leonor radiated poise, not just as a representative of the crown, but as a young woman coming into her own. The decision to enroll her in Spain's General Military Academy in Zaragoza in 2023 was a bold move, mirroring her father's path before her. It wasn't ceremonial. Leonor underwent real military training, long marches, tactical drills, firearm instruction, and survival scenarios. She rose early, slept in shared quarters, and faced the same expectations as her peers. No shortcuts, no special treatment. The Spanish military didn't see her as a princess. They saw her as a soldier in training. And that experience, grueling as it was, hardened her character and won over skeptics. Suddenly, headlines shifted. Critics who once questioned her readiness began praising her resilience. Supporters who doubted the monarchy's relevance now viewed Leonor as a reforming force, someone who could humanize the crown without compromising its dignity. But Leonor's path hasn't been entirely free of shadows. The legacy of her grandfather, King Juan Carlos I, still lingers like a storm cloud over the monarchy. Accused of financial impropriety, hidden bank accounts, and lavish spending, Juan Carlos eventually abdicated in 2014, allowing Felipe VI to ascend the throne with a vow of transparency. Felipe has since distanced the royal family from the scandals, going as far as stripping his father of royal privileges and cutting off his state allowance. For Leonor, it has meant walking a tightrope. She must honor the monarchy while also symbolizing a break from its darker chapters. Then there's the matter of gender and modernity. Spain changed its laws in 2006 to allow for absolute primogeniture, meaning the throne now passes to the monarch's eldest child, regardless of gender. Leonor will be Spain's first queen regnant in centuries. That milestone is not lost on the public. In a country where feminist movements have grown louder and more influential, Leonor stands as both a challenge and a champion. Her leadership will likely redefine what monarchy means in a 21st century democracy. As she continues her royal and military duties, she's already navigating public life with a maturity well beyond her years. Her fashion choices are dissected in magazines, her mannerisms analyzed on social media. And yet, through it all, she maintains a composed presence. Unlike the royal drama unfolding across the Atlantic with the British monarchy, Spain's royal family has taken a quieter approach, allowing Leonor's actions to speak louder than palace press releases. Public appearances are carefully curated. Whether she's visiting schools, attending award ceremonies, or observing military drills, Leonor never appears forced or out of place. Her relationship with her sister, Infanta Sofia, adds a touch of warmth that Spaniards find endearing. The sisters are often seen exchanging glances, subtle jokes, or walking hand in hand. It is a reminder that, beneath the crown and ceremony, Leonor is still a teenager, one who is learning, evolving, and carrying the weight of history with extraordinary grace. Even the Spanish Parliament, historically divided over the monarchy, acknowledged the gravity of her oath. Political factions that once questioned the future of the crown applauded her dignity. For a brief moment, Leonor achieved something rare: unity. Behind the scenes, Queen Letizia plays a crucial role. Known for her steely resolve and sharp intellect, Letizia has guided her daughter through the emotional and political terrain of royalty. As a former journalist, she knows the power of public perception. Every gesture, outfit, or speech by Leonor is intentional, calibrated to resonate with Spain's shifting identity. Leonor's connection with young people is especially vital. In an age of growing apathy toward royal traditions, her relatability offers a bridge. She listens, speaks about climate change, mental health, gender equality, issues that resonate with Gen Z. Her image isn't one of excess or entitlement. Instead, it's responsibility wrapped in quiet charisma. The road ahead is long. After completing her military training, Leonor is expected to study law and constitutional history, core tenets of her future role. She will need to master diplomacy, navigate political sensitivities, and become the stabilizing figure Spain might one day need in times of crisis. But even now, she is more than prepared. Leonor is not just learning how to be a queen. She is already showing the world what a new kind of monarchy can look like: youthful, conscious, and unshakably devoted to duty. This is not a tale of privilege. It's a story of preparation. Of a young woman being molded not just by tradition, but by trial. In a palace steeped in centuries of history, Leonor is quietly writing a new chapter, one that could define the future of Spain. And so, as the Spanish sun sets behind the granite walls of El Pardo or the sandstone arches of Zaragoza, one truth remains: Princess Leonor is not waiting for the crown to make her a monarch. She is already becoming one, step by step, with every promise she keeps, every challenge she overcomes, and every word she speaks with conviction. As the people of Spain look to the horizon, wondering what lies ahead for their nation, one name continues to echo with growing certainty: Leonor. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this story inspiring. Leave a comment below. Do you believe Princess Leonor will be the queen who finally redefines modern royalty for Spain and Europe?